What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Trading Learning 101. This is going to be a weekly recap. So I want to go over something real quick with you guys. I just got done doing a live stream on Facebook and YouTube just to try it out. I also recorded it, but when I recorded it, it was like an hour and a half of market recap for you guys. And when I went back to edit the video, the quality of the audio when I was talking was just out of whack. So I have to redo it over again for you guys. Uh, I don't want to skip over it and leave you guys hanging because I want to do this every week and post it for you guys every week. So I got to do it over again. So this is going to be just a real quick run through for you guys of everything I went over, and I'm going to try to do this as fast as I can because I just wasted a lot of time doing that live stream. So let's get into it. Live and learn. I learned a few things from it. I wanted to get some feedback from it to see if there was any issues with the streaming. But we'll go from there. Real quick with you guys, I have my Profit League where I'll be posting all my trades. You can go and visit that. I will leave a link for you guys down below. And then also, we got TradingView right here. I'm not getting any referrals or no money. They're not paying me or nothing. I'm trying this out. They have a trial going on for 30 days. I signed up for the 30-day free trial to try this out, and I'm going to run with it for the next month to see what it has to offer and just try it out. So I thought I'd share that with you guys. And if you guys are interested in trying this out, I will leave a link to this website down below. They have a 30-day free trial going on for it. And after the trial, it is pretty cheap for this. It's like $10 a month to $20 a month for this. For the pro, and you'll be able to post ideas, see what other traders are talking about. This offers all the markets like out there, like the cryptocurrency, futures, options, cryptocurrencies, forex, all that stuff, the stock market, everything. And it also has a chat room right here with all kinds of chat rooms available. They have charts. I'll post, this is one of the charts I was looking at and posted on my Twitter and StockTwits. But there's all kinds of stuff you can do with this. I want to try it out and see how it is because as a trader, what I want is a website that has everything I need in one spot. And so far, TradingView has stock screeners, stock scanners, it's got the charts, it's got a chat room. It's got, I don't really know if it has a news feed. I haven't found it yet, but I know it has news on here. So during the 30 days, I want to explore this and check it out and see what it has to offer. Because right now, I'm currently using Trade Ideas. I'm paying $118 for that a month. So, if this works out really well, $20 a month is a lot better than $118 a month. So I just want to see what this has to offer, and if I like it better than Trade Ideas, which I think is going to be pretty hard because I absolutely love Trade Ideas, then we'll see. So click out of that. This is TradingView, like I said, and I will leave a link to this for you guys down below. If you're interested in the 30-day trial, sign up. It's free, 30 days. Try it out if you like it. I think that's really cool. And they have a lot of stuff on this website for free as well. And you got the futures all up here. And you got the oil and the Bitcoin. And I think that's really cool. And if you ever wanted to search ideas, then you can. I did recently make a video of the top websites that I like to use and that other traders use. I will put a link in for that video as well. In that video, I get more in depth what this TradingView website is all about. So let's jump into it. So last week, I only took 2 trades. Green on the week. I only made 300 profit last week in the market. I took 2 trades on. The first one was IFMK. I made a little $87, and then my second trade was ABIL. I made 188 on that trade, and that was 2 weeks ago. I will be posting all my trades on Profitly, so if you guys want to check those out, I will leave a link in all my videos to my Profitly. You guys can follow and whatnot. I'm going to try and do a watch list every day, and I will post it on my Facebook group or my Facebook page of the watch list every single morning of the stocks I'm going to be looking at, what's popping up with news, and that's what I like about this Profitly website is you can post your trades. The only thing I don't like about the Profitly website is you can kind of manipulate the posted trades thing. When you go to the upload your trades, you can go through all your trades and you could delete trades that you don't want to show up on your Profitly, which is, I don't really like that. I want to try to be as transparent as I can with you guys and show everything that I'm doing. And if I cut corners and cut trades out, not only am I cheating you guys, I'm cheating myself, because I want to grow as a trader and be the best that I can be and learn from my mistakes and show everything so you guys can also learn from my mistakes so you guys don't have to make those mistakes in the future. That's the only thing I don't like about the Profitly, is you get to show what trades you want to show and show trades that you don't want to show. That's what I don't like. If I go here to my wall, I can do a video, I can blog post, or do a watch list. So this is where I'll write the watch list, and I'll post it to my Twitter and my Facebook. I'm going to try to do that every morning. So, you know, if not a lot of people are looking at it, then what's really the point of doing it? So I'll try it out and try doing it for you guys. I will also leave a link down below to the Facebook group Trading Learning 101 for you guys if you're interested. If you want to post ideas, you know, ask questions, feel free. You know, it's open for everybody to use and learn from each other. That's what it's all about. I want to help other people grow, and I want to grow. So sharing ideas and bettering each other, I'm all for that. And that's why I'm doing all of this stuff. So we got that done. So let's go over the market real quick. It was kind of slow at the beginning of the week, but then by Wednesday, we had volume really picking up Wednesday that got me pumped. The one that got me pumped was ABIL. So ABIL had a big run on Wednesday that I really liked, and I traded. As you can see, my trades right there. This popped up pre-market with, it had no news. It just popped up pre-market, and this is a low float stock, and it easily got momentum, and it ran big. Ran from 5 all the way up to 850, and then came back down. And if you can see here, I only took a piece of the pie, so I missed out on a lot on this. And this one I only made just under $200, but I wanted a move like this to show that this is what you need. You need a big move like this for volume to return back into the market, to get that FOMO, fear of missing out. And Thursday, the next day, nothing really happened. Like, it was really, really slow. Like, I was like falling asleep at my desktop because of how slow it was. Nothing was really going on. There was no volume at all. And then, if we go back to Monday, we had one ticker, EKSO. It had a news press release with Ford Motor Company that they were going to be releasing these suits for their employees to protect themselves when they're on the line, the assembly line, working at the plant. But this is a higher in float stock. It's at 40 million float, and it's a little too big for me to trade. I like to trade low float stocks. And this only had a range of 25 cents when it released it. This is Monday when it released it right here. It had a huge gap up from $1.80 to a high of $2.30. Then it fell down, and then it bounced here at $2. So I said, okay, let's see if it comes down, it sells off, and bounces off $2. And I said, all right, let's see if $2 holds on this. And it slowly grinded up to $2.30, comes back down to $2, and then just slowly grinded up, and then went sideways at around $2.30. And then it had a nasty gap down the next day, as you can see, and then it gapped down to around $2. So $2 kept holding on this, and then it slowly grinded up again up to $2.50, and then from there on, the next couple days, or the next day, it grinded up to $2.73. Hit a high of $2.80 on Friday, and then it dropped off right here. But so EKSO wasn't really too exciting. There was opportunity on it because it kept bouncing off of $2, but it's a little too slow of a mover for me in my trading strategy. I don't really have patience to hold a stock all day or for a couple days to make $1 on something. But that was that move. And then we had Friday was an interesting day. Friday, normally, there's not a lot of action that really goes on Fridays. I don't trade on Fridays because I've learned from the past. I've lost so much on Fridays, and there's really no volume in the market on Fridays. Traders call it an early weekend on Friday. They pack up and they call it a week on Fridays. You got to think every minute the market from the open, every minute that goes by, you're losing more and more volume as the day goes on. So you got swing traders selling their positions they held overnight, then they're done for the day. People who play the morning, they're done for the day after they trade. People who play pre-market, they're done for the day. You know, and then so on and so on. And it's only a couple times, you know, you'll have a special Friday when a stock makes a big move. And AWX had just a great morning spike, and then it sold off hard. And this is the chart right here. It posted earnings on Friday, which I thought was kind of weird. This is a recent supernova parabolic stock that got short squeezed from $6 up to $30, as you can see right here. Guy Gentle bought 2 million shares of this and short squeezed all the shorts and just had this crazy huge move right here. And this is why you add recent supernova parabolic stocks to your watch list in your back burner and keep an eye on them for the next few weeks, because momentum can easily return into these at any moment. And Friday they released earnings of 16 cents, and it started to gap up. Traders see that it's on the gap up scanner. It's a recent runner, and as soon as this opened at 460, it runs to a high of 680 and then sells off hard. So it opens here at 460, spikes up to 570, pulls back to 520, 515, and then runs to 680, 679. And then you can see everybody just dumped it. And it's a good example because it's Friday. You know, people make their money and they call it a week. They're done for the day. And then the rest of the day, it just got caught in this range right here from $4 up to $4.75. So 75-cent range right here. I have this on my watch list just to see if it will hold $4 on Monday and see what it does, because it is an earnings winner. People are going to be looking at this over the weekend, so just be prepared. You know, momentum could come back into this anytime, and this could, you know, make another move on Monday. So that's why I'm going to be keeping an eye on it. And then Friday, we had RSLS pop up. RSLS got halted, and I was keeping an eye on AWX. I didn't even know about RSLS. And then my scanner started going crazy. RSLS, RSLS, RSLS. I was like, what the heck's going on? I come over to this. This opened up. It got halted for 45 minutes. News pending. And what the news was is they announced the termination of their offering. This is a 1 million in float stock. It opens back up at 22 cents, and this ran all the way up to 46 cents and then just dropped down hard. Let me zoom in for you guys. Right here. So this runs up and drops down hard. So I'm watching this, and I'm just watching the times and sales and the level 2 on this, waiting for it to reverse. And we did get a reversal on this. And right here, this candle, that's a doji candle. So a doji, most of the time, you know, a reversal is coming. So I seen that doji, and then you compare with the volume here. You see the volume of the selling. It's going, and it's selling, but the selling is starting to die off, as you can see. And then it finally dies off. We get that doji, and then we get a reversal in the volume. And the volume starts to increase right here. And then from there, you just start to see it grind up in the volume. And it goes from 15 cents to a high of 29 cents. So a 15-cent move right here. That's what I liked. I was just watching that, and I said that was a good opportunity right there for a good bounce. A little 15-cent bounce. It may not seem like a lot, but when you have 10,000, 20,000 shares at 20 cents, that's a good payday right there. That's what you got to keep an eye out for. You got to watch the level 2, the times and sales, watch the volume, see if the volume's matching up with the price action. Just align it all together, and then look at this in different time frames. The 1 minute, the 3 minute, 5 minute, 15 minute, to show you the big picture of what's going on. And this is the 3 minute right here. And once again, let me remove that. You see it sells off and comes down. You get a doji right here. Comes up. Okay, it makes a higher low. And then it gets this. And that's a shooting star right there. So that's pretty much telling you, hey, buddy, this is the top. And then it comes down and it sells off the rest of the day and just goes sideways. I do have this on my back burner, as this traded 56 million in volume. It's a low float at 1 million. It has a catalyst, and you never know what could happen with this. Momentum could come back into this. So RSLS, and another one was NFEC. In my last week's trading recap, I said I wanted to keep an eye on this because I just like the daily chart here. You could see multiple green days and then a couple days of selling, bouncing off the moving average, and then all these little tiny green days going up, couple big sell days, and then right back up. And Friday this got momentum a little bit. It went from 588 to 719 like that. So that's what it takes, momentum to come into this and spike it up. Other traders see this, they see it's a low float, boom, momentum could hit it, hitting everybody's scanners. I didn't touch it, I was just watching it just to learn from it. So now on Monday, I would probably be saying that this is going to fall right back down. If not fall back down, momentum could move into this and spike it even higher, because this can be manipulated. All it takes is volume to hit it. But when you have something like this making moves like this, it's tough to play because it has no news, no catalyst, and the FCC could halt this at any time because they're going to be, why is this moving if it has no news, no catalyst? What's going on? And that's when you can really hurt yourself and get stuck in a T12 halt. That's why I said I wasn't going to trade this, because it just doesn't have any, one, it doesn't have any volume really, two, it doesn't have any news, and it's already up a lot and it can come crashing down at any moment. So this is like a pump and dump. Always got to protect yourself as a trader, always. And then we had a bunch of stuff just popping up. MTSL had a big move right here, and it was fast. A lot of recent supernova parabolics, big spikers popping up last week. MTSL is one of those. If you pull up the daily chart here, you can see history of spiking. It's spiked big recently, and then I believe on Wednesday, this is either Wednesday or Thursday, they had a big move from $1.70 up to $2.40 and then fell right back down. Same thing with I think Givo. Givo was just a slow grinder for a couple days, and then you could see right there after hours it just tanked down from 420 to 265. That's why I don't really swing stocks or hold stocks after hours, because you never know what could happen. And then the day after that, it got just a little pop from 340 to 387, nothing special. But then there was, I think it's NFEK. What was it? IFMK. We had IFMK right here. This is one I made money on. Great opportunity on this. I believe there was no news on this one again. Just a lot of low float pumps because there's no really volume and no great news presses coming out. Or if there is a new great news release out, we're not having the volume because all the volume has been with the large cap stocks because we've been in our earnings season. Okay, so this didn't have news. iFresh announces acceptance of WeChat Pay and WeChat promotion. Low float stock made this move up right here. And once again, you can see I only took a piece of the pie. I didn't take off. I missed out on a lot of opportunity on this. But you got a double top right here at 450, comes down, bounces off of 325 and runs pretty much power hour right here all the way up to 475. And that's why you keep an eye on these low floats, because momentum can come back into them like I've said. I won't go over my trade again because I did that in my other videos, but just showing you guys. I will add this to the back burner because this is a recent spiker. And that happened, it looked like Friday, Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday. And then you could see it. The rest of the week it just sold off. Volumes just started disappearing out of it. Then we had MDLY. This was Friday. They had a lot of news releases on Friday. Look at this. So MDLY announced merger with Sierra. It's a 5 million, 5.6 million in float stock. There was just really no volume heading over into this, but it was a slow grinder all day. And if I look at the daily here, this is why I have the moving averages on my charts. a lot of traders use these moving averages. The 50-day and the 200-day are the basic moving averages. A lot of traders use these. It gapped up, and look, it came right up to the 200-day, and it closed right at the 200-day. That's going to act as a resistance wall. So now going into Monday, okay, this has a catalyst. It was a green day. What I'd be looking for on Monday is to gap up over this moving average here at 550, 546, and start making a move up and momentum to come into this. Now I would be looking for volume on Monday to be more than what it was on Friday. The volume on this was 1.3 million. I want this to hold above 550, as I said. Bring up the chart here. There it is. And you could see when it had this little spike right here, it came right up to it and pulled right back. And it bounced off $5. So I'll be looking for $5 to hold that support. And this came right back up to it and came right back down. Now, after hours, it's above it. So now what I'll be looking for is old resistance should act as support. So now coming Monday, I will be looking for 550 to act as support on this. If it's strong, that's what you look for when you're a trader. So Monday, I'll be looking for 550 to hold as support and prove to me it will start making higher lows in the pattern that I like to look out for. Higher lows, starts moving up, starts forming a pattern like a U shape or a wedge, and pop out of that for its next move up. Take advantage of the move. That's what I'll be looking for on MDLY. So I have that on the back burner. I'll also add it to the watch list right here too. And it's also an earnings winner too, of 5 cents. So it's got two catalysts going for it. It's only a 5 million in float stock. Now that we did that, there was only a handful of stocks that made moves last week, so really not too much going on. A lot of people have been talking about HMNY. Stay away from our HMNY. This is just a crap stock. Okay, Monday, it had this crazy move up to 18 cents from 6 cents. Okay, cool. But you could really hurt yourself on stuff like this. This company is heading out the door. You know, this is a piece of crap company. Really piece of crap. And look how fast that moved up and it crashed right back down. Wow. But you can see right here, you got a top line resistance right here. It's making higher lows. So right there is a perfect pattern. It spikes and it hits a high of 10 cents, pulls back down to 8 cents, comes grinding up. This is the first touch right here. Alright, comes down, pulls back, makes a higher low, comes up, comes back, makes a higher low, comes up. I would say this is the second touch. Remember, on the third touch, a lot of these like to break out, so you got to be patient and wait. And it's the same thing. If you look into candlesticks and read Steve Neeson's book on candlesticks, the Japanese candlesticks, the magic number is 3. And when you're dealing with candlesticks, a lot of candlestick patterns like to work in 3. A lot of things come in 3s. 3 is very important. Okay? So you got your first touch here, your second touch here, and then look at right on your third touch right there at the break of this wedge. 10 cents runs all the way up to 18 cents. Don't get greedy, take your profits. And that's what everybody did, and it crashed right back down. And if you look at the volume, let's look at it on the 5-minute. So the 5 minutes on this. This is why it's good to look at multiple time frames. Okay, you could see a little spike right here. Now I want to start to see accumulation. If it's forming this pattern, the volume should match with that. So I would say right here, that line up is the accumulation starting from here. See how the evergreen bar gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger? And then you got that big green bar there with 20 million in volume. Then the red bar is 21 million in volume. And then you could see the big red coming in. Oops. Sorry about that. And you could just see with the red here, all the selling. And then the selling starting to die off. And then this just went sideways after that move. Right there. But this is a piece of crap company. And that's just how you do basic technical analysis on these. But let's go over the overall market real quick. Let's go over the NASDAQ real quick. NASDAQ has been in this channel slanting up, and it's making little highs here and there, and it looks like it's starting to pull back a little bit. It just, when it comes up to the resistance line here, it just like slowly starts to glide over the resistance and then just start to come back down. But we've been seeing a lot of technology stocks, the technology sector. Majority of the biggest movers and the biggest gainers have been coming from the technology sector. So the technology has been really hot. And I've seen that in this right here. If we come to the markets sector and industry, you could see right here. Let's go to industry. No, that's too much. Go back. So where did I see that at? Performance. Okay. So if we look at the performance here, this is why I like this site right here, because you can break it down and dig deeper into these industries and sectors and see which one is hot at the moment, and then look into them and see what tickers have been popping up. Like, oh, alright, that one. Oh, alright, that one, yeah, just popped up. Oh, that one just made a big move. That's what you look for. So we're in the performance, and this is the technology right here. And they got the change of percentage, the weekly, monthly, 3-month, 6-month, year-to-date, and the year preference or something, year performance. And out of all of these, even on the year-to-date and the 6th month, the technology has been the biggest. So the technology is growing more, is what I'm saying. It's growing more and it's giving more. So I'm going to want to focus more on the technology sector and industry, is what I'm saying. And followed by that is the consumer Cyclicus, however you say that. So that one, and healthcare is another big one. But if you click on healthcare, it'll bring up all the tickers that are in the healthcare sector. That's what I like about this site. Go to the percentage change and you can bring up which one's moving the most. Okay, CHMA. Percentage changed. 40%. It's at $1.75. CHMA. Let's bring it up. So you bring up the chart. It's got its technicals. I wouldn't worry about that. Never listen to anybody's opinions on to buy or sell. Always do your own technical analysis and come up with your own hypnosis for something or your own strategy. Follow your gut. Follow the dots that you connect is what I would say. But you got ideas posted right here. You got the profile. We got the financials and the news right here. Let me pull down the news. And then you got the news. That's what I like about this. But it's kind of like Yahoo Finance in the way, or Market Watch, but a lot more cleaner, I would say. And it also has people's ideas. So if you wanted to see what other people are thinking about this, let's see. What is the ticker? Let's pull up a chart on this. Okay, this is what it's done recently. I'm not sure what the flow is on this right off rip. I'll have to look more into that, but it just got over the 50-day and the 200-day moving average, and it looks like it has room to run up to $3. So you got $1.25 potential on this, but I don't want to predict what this is going to do. What it trade in volume on that day. Volume is only 500,000. Depending on what the float is on this, though. CHMA. Let me pull it up on Thinkorswim. See, really no volume on this, and if I pull up the daily again, really no big moves on this, even on the 2-year. And the high on it is recently is $3, so that's going to act as resistance, and 371. But real quick, let's see what the float is on CHMA. Let's go to Yahoo. Statistics. The flow is 13 million, so it's not bad. Shares outstanding is 24 million. Held by institutions, that's pretty high, 65%. That's pretty high. So if it's held by institutions in a big percentage, it's kind of hard because when the price gets up there, they can sell anytime, and that's not going to really pop. That's not going to pop up on the times and sales. It's not going to pop up on the level 2. That's going to be in the dark pool. So you're not going to get to see when that transaction takes place until it gets that big drop in price when they sell. So I want to look for the percentage in insiders and institutions to be low. This does have potential, but it's all if the volume comes into this. You know, even though this is the best performing technology stock, there's other stocks out there that make great moves. Let's just add this to I'll put this on, and it's a recent earnings loser. So it announced earnings Friday, and it goes up. It's a negative in earnings. Let's see how this does. This is the weekly watch list. Today's date is 8-12. So on the next weekly watch list, we'll come back to this and see how it did through the week. Sound like a deal? Alright. Let's put it on, I'll just put it on earnings winner, just so I know where it is, and we'll come back to it next week. Or I'll show you guys in the market recap on what it does. But going back to the market, we just went over the NASDAQ. Let's go over the S&P 500 real quick. So it's good to check these to know what the overall market's doing and where it's at currently. Just like checking the futures every morning. When you check the futures every morning before the market, you're getting an outlook on how the market is opening, where it's at. If it's opening green, the futures are green, then it's kind of like it's a sunny day. It's going to be a sunny day in the market. The market is giving you opportunity to make money. There's money out there to be made. When the futures are red, that's pretty much, it's going to be a rainy day. The market's not giving out money really. It's going to be hard to make money. A lot of red in the market. That's why you want to check the futures every morning to see what the outlook is so far in the morning going into market open, to get an idea of what's going on. And just like when you're looking at these tickers, you always want to have a chart up of like the S&P 500, because that's 500 companies and it's an index. That's the overall market. So you want to know what the overall market is currently doing. Is it breaking out, green, breaking out to new highs, or is it selling off hard? 3 out of 4 stocks follow the overall market. So you got to keep an eye on that, because that's the overall market right there. And if you're in on a ticker and you're looking for it to break out to new highs, and the S&P 500 is tanking, going red, and just making new lows, then the chances are 3 out of 4 stocks follow the overall market. You got a 1 in 4 chance of that stock breaking to a new high. Just something to keep in mind. But this is the S&P 500, and once again, it's in this up channel right here, and it's coming up to the resistance line, skimming right at the resistance line, and then falling back and coming back down. And you can see right here Friday, it bounced right off of the wedge that I have right here. So this is getting tighter, so a big move could be coming up here soon. Monday, I would look for this to either hold this wedge and start moving its way back up to get tighter in this wedge, or if it breaks this wedge, it'll start pulling back maybe down here to the 50-day moving average, or to this bottom support line right here. But as you can see right here, you got one Friday, Thursday, Wednesday was really slow. That shows it right there. It's a doji. And then Tuesday, and then you got Monday right there. So Monday we went up, and it's like we went sideways and then we fell back. And then let's look at the Dow Jones. Dow Jones, same thing. It's in this wedge, but it's got good support right under it here at the 250-day, or the 50-day and the 200-day moving average. But I would look for this to pull back. You know, I don't like to predict what this is going to do, but it's coming up to the resistance up here, and it's simply pulling right back. That's what it's been doing since April. So, but look what it's done the past 2 years. We got this move up, 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 and then this is the new year, 2018, right here, and it's like it's consolidating is what it's doing. Consolidating, resting, because the past year it just did nothing but go up, 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 up. You know, look at the 200-day here and look at the 50-day here. It's like a ramp just going up and up and up and up. Or like you're going up a hill and then it takes a rest and it goes sideways until it either makes its next move up or if it's going to come down. That's why you always check these indexes just to see how the market's performing. See if there's any patterns that's forming. And you could take advantage of these moves. You know, if you compare the indexes to ETFs, you know, the ETFs do what opposite of whatever happens. Like, so, TVIX. If you compare TVIX to the SPY, TVIX is opposite. It's an inverse of what the SPY SPX does. So if the S&P 500 is spiking up, TVIX is going to drop down. If the S&P 500 is spiking down or dropping down, the TVIX is going to spike up. And there's all kinds of inverse ETFs out there. TVIX, VTI is one of them. No, VTI isn't one of them. TVIX, I don't know. There's a few of them. I don't look much into ETFs. I should. Maybe I'll look into it and I'll tell you guys more about it. But there's just to show you guys, there's more opportunity out there. If you don't like trading these companies or these stocks, there's other stuff out there to trade. Inverse ETFs. There's gold ETFs. You know, I know a popular one is JNUG. And whenever, let's pull up JNUG. I see a lot of people talk about JNUG. And I believe JNUG is a gold ETF. So whenever you compare the gold with the money or the market, and when the value of money decreases, the value of gold increases. And then when the value of money increases, the value of gold decreases. And you play that by doing the ETFs, the inverse ETFs. Just look more into it. It just goes to show you there's all kinds of opportunity and ways to make money in the market. It's just you have to find whatever makes you comfortable trading. You know, I know Ricky Cortez on Facebook. I know who you guys know who he is. He's the tall, skinny kid who was a millionaire by the time he was like 21 years old, 22 years old. And he plays a lot of inverse stocks. He likes to play JNUG and stuff like that. He's really into the inverse ETFs. So That would be something to get interested in, to tell you the truth. It's not very volatile. They're more like swing plays that you would do. But I'm not a swing trader. I'm a day trader. I like trading momentum. But there's all kinds of stuff out there for everybody. Moving on. Go over real quick QQQ. QQQ, it's just slowly making new highs up in this channel right here. And you can see it's comes up, comes right back down. It's been bouncing off of the 50-day moving average pretty nicely. But it's good to have a little tab right here, like a watch list of all your indexes. Compile up all your indexes. NDX, SPX, DJX, SPY, QQQ, VTI, the Russell 2000, the VIX, TVIX. Put all of those into your little index watch list. That way when you're looking at the market, you can see what the overall market is doing with these indexes here. Russell 2000. Russell 2000 is, it's 200 or 2,000 of the small cap stocks, and that's what I normally trade, is small cap stocks. So this is looking like it's about to make a big move right here, either to the upside or to the downside. More, because what you do is what it's doing right here is it's forming a little wedge right there, and it's getting tighter and tighter and tighter. And if you go back and look right here, it made a wedge there, and it made a wedge right there. So when it's going up, getting tighter and tighter and tighter, popped out of that wedge, it pulled back, then it came and bounced right there. Let me zoom in. Broke out of that wedge, pulled back. Remember, old resistance should hold as support now. Came down, bounced right off of that resistance, which is now holding as support, and started to move up a little bit by little bit. Came up, made a new high, pulled back, bounced down here at the 50-day moving average, moved up, made a little new high right there, went sideways, pulled back, you know. Let me just delete this. That's just doing just basic technical analysis on this stuff, and I love doing this stuff. I really do. Seeing how the market moves and reacts to what happens in the world, you know, whenever Donald Trump opens his mouth, how the market reacts. It's really crazy on how the market moves based on what happens around the world. That's it for the indexes in the overall market. I'm gonna end this video. I think that's about it that happened. I'm excited to see what next week has, because we did start to see volume return back into the market at the end of the week, mostly on Wednesday and Friday. For Friday, it was a little poppin' in the morning, so that got me excited a little bit. These stocks going on big moves and volume just attacking these tickers. So I have a feeling next week's going to be a good week. I'm still going to keep my foot off the gas and be conservative and not be as aggressive, but we'll see what happens and observe. I don't want to predict what's going to happen. I just want to react to what's going to happen. See if there's any great press releases that come out Monday. If not, then that's why I got this back burner here, to see if there's going to be any continuation or moves on these stocks that I've went over for the weekend. I hope you all had a good weekend. Hope you all got at least some studying in. to prepare yourself for next week. Remember, the more you study and prepare yourself, the better you will be prepared when something pops up. So make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button. I will put links to those websites that I've mentioned down below. Study up, prepare yourself, and be safe out there, guys. Alright? Later.